What's happening, y'all? So today is a good day to do a couple improvements on the Homestead Honey's place because we've gotten a lot of things down and we've done a lot of improvements that I'm going to show you all, but there's a couple more that we need to do. And in times like this, you know, you're like, oh, I don't really want to. It's February. Gosh, I think February is the worst month. I don't know if y'all agree or not, but you know, you have December and November, and that's like, it's Thanksgiving, it's Christmas, and I'm enjoying winter. Then January hits, and you're starting to go down the hill, and you're like, yeah, I'm kind of over this. Then February. February is like the worst month for everyone, unless you're down in Florida and you all are past your last frost date. But anybody else, we're all kind of like, man, we're just right in the in-between time of the fun winter part, and spring's right around the corner, and then February is just depressing. And then, of course, you had, I know y'all seeing this a few days later, but you have Super Bowl Sunday the past few days, and you ate way too much junk food, and you look back at yourself and like, that wasn't fun or a good decision. It was fun, but it wasn't a good decision. And then so you got like a week to recover after eating all that junk. But you got to get things done when you have a farm, when you have a homestead. Your animals don't take a break. Your garden doesn't take a break. You've got to keep going and power on and push forward. So that's what we're doing today, powering on. But I wanted to show you all a couple things before we actually got into the projects. So even though February's really just suck, it has been warm here, which has been really great. We've really enjoyed it, and we're gonna have a little bit of a cold snap here in a couple days, but it looks like it's gonna go right back up into the 50s, which is fantastic and makes us really excited. So that lets us use our greenhouse instead of worrying about grow lights. And y'all, I know grow lights are good and they're successful. I love putting things in the greenhouse. You don't have to worry so much about legginess because you don't have to worry about your lighting, and it's just so much easier and nicer to have a greenhouse. So if you don't have one, this is easy to build. Maybe think about it, because we've got some leggy starts. So here's all my zinnias. They're in the best shape, I would say, but they're still a little leggy. And then we got some legginess going on over here with our broccoli and our kale. And then over here, I even had a couple burn up underneath the lights, but then we do have some good. This one's not too leggy. We just actually had to deal with some of this burn up because the light got too hot right there in the middle. But everything else is looking okay. So all those issues were a verdict of using grow lights. And as much as, you know, we're still going to use them because just being in Kentucky and 6B, you have to, unless I can figure out a better way to really get this nice and hot when we drop to like the 0-degree temperatures at night. But it's okay. I know a lot of people deal with legginess on their plants a lot, and I'm here to tell you that it is perfectly fine. Now, not every plant you can bury down and it's going to re-root out. That's true. Like a tomato, you can bury it all the way down to the very first true leaves, and all that'll root out and be great. However, it is perfectly fine to now repot your plants, which we'll be doing this week, to fix some legginess and bury them down, and then you'll be right back in shape. Now, they might not root out on the stems, but that's okay. You can just repot them, repot them, and you'll be safe. We need to thin them out anyways. But quick garden update. So they'll stay in here. They actually spent the night out here last night because we didn't even get under 45 degrees, which was pretty awesome. But they'll stay out here for a couple more nights before we hit this real cold streak. Almost forgot the things I needed. So now let's run out to the Homestead Honeys and check them out and show you some of the improvements we've done and fix a couple more things. Not sure about this yellow flannel. I'm a very gray and black colored person when it comes to clothing. So yellow is very out of my comfort zone. I don't know how I feel about it.
What's up, ladies? Hi, Lola. Hi, girl. Hi, Butters. Hi, baby. You're just producing all kinds of milk. Hi, Anna and Elsa. I know, Dolly. You're here. I see you. Hi, girl. Hi, Anna. Hi, Elsa. What's up, Penny? What's up, little kiddos? So, right here, Callie. And then the buckling right there, which we have actually named Jack. His name is Jack. Jen named that one. Someone picked it out, and that was the name that was chosen. So thank you all for all the awesome suggestions. But Jack and Callie are being weaned. And then these are, well, that's Lola. Where's your other baby, Penny? Where's your other little one? That's, I think we said Angel. There you are, out enjoying the weather. So we are weaning Jack
and Callie off Butters, and that's giving us a bunch more milk, which is awesome, and it's way past time to do so. They're over 3 months old, and they're still doing a little nursing. So the first thing we needed to do was build a little segregation pen. So we built that, again, just out of pallets. I put 2 pallets in here, and when you work with pallets, things measure out pretty well. Hold with me here. So we just put a pallet on this side, I screwed it into there, and then I put another pallet over there, and I actually repurposed the door that I had on our old duck house that was way back there, and I just put it on here. But this is the section that the babies go at night. We put them in there at night only to start weaning the kids off Butters. And so in the morning, we get almost 4 cups, a full quart of milk every morning, since we get the milk and the kids don't. What are you doing? You shucking on an ear? So that allows us to get all the milk and gets the babies weaned off. Lola, are you becoming a new little fan favorite? You a sweet little mama. Thank you. Thank you for the kisses. Yeah. Oh, that was sweet. So Lola, she's getting more and more friendly with us. Really the only ones that haven't completely warmed up to us just yet is Penny, bearded mama, and her 3 babies. But everybody else is pretty much warmed up to us. Ow. Now she's nibbling on me. Ow. That hurts. That hurts. Okay, so that was the first project that we did, was putting this in here, and they still have plenty of room, which is awesome. I was a little worried about it, but there's still plenty. So nice little area that we can use for kid separation and also birthing when that time comes. All right, the next thing we've improved is a nice hay rack. So I actually didn't catch building this on a vlog. However, my brother-in-law Jed did, and we posted it all over the social media. Make sure that you follow all those things too. We had down in our description below, we have our Stive Trap group where we all communicate and talk back and forth and ask questions. We have our Stivers Homestead page, Instagram, all that stuff where we post really cool pictures and all kinds of info. So make sure you follow those. But what I was saying is my brother-in-law, he did do a video on us putting that together. So if you want to check that out, I'll link that down below as well. But it's very cool. It's just made out of 2x4s. It's 4 foot long, 2 foot, or actually it was 1.5 feet wide. And then we just brought it down into a little V there. And it's working out great. And we covered it with our fencing that we use in our backyard. And the goats love it, don't you, Anna? So everybody's respected the hay rack pretty well. Only Anna jumps on it, but nobody can get into it. It's too tall for them to be able to actually get over into the top. But everything's been going well with it. They got plenty of hay and it stays dry and less waste, which was the biggest reason that we wanted to do this. And then I think Jen's favorite part is we put a nanny cam up in here. Say hi, Jen.
Hi.
So we put this camera out here. Mainly the biggest reason we did it is because, let me turn you around so you can see the angle it gets. If I can get around some goats here, is this is what we see on the camera. So what this allows us to do is be able to see all of them at night, and also to make sure that the babies and Butters and everyone's being okay. We did it initially for the separation part to make sure it went okay, and it's been great. It's been really cool to have. It allows us to keep a close eye on the goats. I see one, they got my bungee cord over here. Goats, I tell y'all. Look at Butters. What you do? That's mine. We're about to use that on a project. They get into everything. But this little nanny cam is really cool and awesome to have. We've got several of them now. They connect to Wi-Fi. So as long as you can get Wi-Fi to wherever the camera is, you can get it on your phone. As you can hear, you can talk to it and you can hear what they're doing. So it just allows us to really keep a close eye on our goats. So if you're interested in that, that's in our Amazon store, which I've done told you to look in the description. You got all kinds of things to look in the description for. But yeah, it's really awesome. Dolly, everybody loves you. So today's project is fixing this milking stand. It's a great milking stand. We got it within the purchase of our goats, and they just threw it in because they no longer had a need for it. It's made out of iron, which is cool, but this part down here you can see is starting to bend down and have some gaps. So we're gonna put a piece of plywood on it just for now. Just that way we won't have to worry about any goats hurting their hooves or feet. And the second issue, excuse me, Dolly, is this part actually right here. So it hooks right here. Kind of hard to see on the camera, but because I got one hand off. but it hooks on here. The only problem is Butters is very smart, and so are all goats. She can pop that up real easy and knock this out. So when she does that, that makes milking a little difficult because she's nice and chill because we do give her feed, but we also keep her babies in that separation area until we're done milking. We don't want them to jump out and cause confusion. And so her reward is she gets her babies after she milks. But after they start making a little bit of crying noises and are ready to get out of there, she's ready to get out of there. So we need to make that a little bit tighter. Well, not tighter, but we need to make it to where it won't pop off so easy. Simple little thing we're gonna do is actually just put a bungee cord around it. That way we'll have that hook. Then Jen can wrap the bungee cord around it. Just that way there's two supports on keeping that closed so she can't pop it open. But the milking experience itself has been amazing. We've really gotten, I don't wanna say great at it, but we're pretty darn good at it nowadays. We've gotten our technique down. She's gotten very used to knowing that she gets to eat breakfast here and dinner. On top of here, that's her spot, so she jumps up really well with us. And we can get 3 full cups pretty simple and quick. It's that last cup that takes a little bit of time because she's a little over it. She's ready to get out of there. And so that's what we're trying to fix today, to just make the full 4 cups simple and easy as possible. It also will help once the babies are fully weaned off and they're not still trying to get to her and she's not resisting it. So your mamas, if they are still nursing their kids, they know how to reserve and not give you everything. You kind of have to work to get every last little bit. So right now she's still kind of in that point. So when we're kind of giving her a little tap saying, no, bring it on down, give us the rest of it, she gets a little antsy there because she does know, she's like, I'm trying to save this for my babies. But we'll get there. It's all great progress. And like I said, the milking's going really, really well. We're really excited about that. What do you say, Dolly? You ready to get these projects done? Sweetest daggone dog you'll ever meet. Isn't that right? Let's get to work. So for this one, it's gonna be more of a just, it's here, and Jen will have to use it when it's necessary. But all we're gonna do is we got it hooked, and then you wrap this around, and that stops it. So even if she pops this out, John, you know she can now. Yeah, she can't because it's tighter. She won't be able to pop out of there. So that, we'll keep that locked in, and we'll just leave this here. So when we come out to milk, we can just unhook it, which is very simple. You can take it off there, and then once she's in on the regular hook, Jen can just hook this around. And there we go. No more escapee butters. Now to hope I have a piece of plywood that'll fit this nicely. Fingers crossed. Okay, I was able to actually find a piece that just kind of fit almost perfect, but I have my doubts that it'll hold long term with these goats because y'all, you know, goats. So all I did was I set it on there, and since it's iron, I didn't really have anything that I could bolt it down with. So I used a bungee cord to hold it down, and it works great. The goats have already been on it, and it seemed to do just fine, but it protects their hooves from any kind of spikes that might be sticking up. And look, already, Elsa. Well, this might last today. We'll see until I can get something else that I can put on there. But look, she's looking in the camera.
Hi, Anna.
So this will work. Our two, Elsa and Anna, look at her. Eat out of it the right way. Our original two, Elsa and Anna, are just something else. They are characters from, I mean, it's just, you can't beat their personality. It's something very interesting, but it's also kind of annoying sometimes, isn't that right, Elsa? Quit chewing on my new board. And you get off the hay rack. Anna. I tell you what, I don't know what I want to do with them. Hey, that's not how we get on the hay. You have all kinds of other ways to eat the hay. You don't have to eat it from the top. Well, anyways, that's the couple little improvements that we wanted to do today. I hope y'all like the other things that we did. Oh yeah, you saw the lights too. We added that so it'd help us be able to see a little bit more once it starts getting dark and all those good things. But I think they are finally in a pretty good spot and set up. I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. And I think my main squeeze, Jen, is happy with it too, and that's the main thing. So she's happy with it, the goats are, Dolly's enjoying her life over here, and we are ready to just power up some milk and start breeding some more goats here in the very near future. Okay, so we are giving some Molly's herbal, what's it called?
Oh, Molly's herbal. It's like a preventative dewormer. It's not a treatment by any means, but it's a preventative.
Molly's
So,
herbals.
Sorry. There's 2 different formulas, and we got the kit, so we got both of them. Who's first? Come on, you gotta put your head in.
She said, no, I'll go around.
No. Put your head in.
Here, let me get this hooked up and we'll talk to you afterwards. Oh, there you go.
So one is for every 6 to 8 weeks, and the other is a weekly. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Who's eating it?
I'm gonna have to get my hands in here, and I wasn't wanting to. Yes, sir.
Well, she know eat it.
Yes,
Oh, gosh.
Better. Oh, why they not like it?
Well, that was a complete fail.
Fail, and I could never undo the molasses that is now on my hands. It's giving me
She said
anxiety.
they love molasses, so it'll be fine.
Nothing in it.
Nobody likes molasses.
Nobody, not a soul.
So we're gonna go the oral way by just dissolving these herbs in liquid and shooting it down their throat. No.
It's so bad.
Okay.
That was such a failure.
Good thing we only wasted 1 tablespoon. Back to the drawing board. Okay, that worked, doing it the liquid way. Of course, Elsa was the struggling one.
And
Now-
of course I'm helping Daddy.
That's right, I got a little buddy here, so it is time to milk Butters again. And so I'm taking the stuff out there. Wyatt's bringing a new bag of minerals, and Jen's gonna milk. Here we go.
How would goats have that much milk?
That's just what she
Why
sees.
are you slapping its butt?
You're gonna do that to get the nut down.
Why are you slapping the foot? Don't slap the foot. So you like squeezing his nipples and this milk comes out,
Yeah.
and they are just chilling, eating the dinner. Oh, slap! Let me try to slap it.
No, you don't slap it.
Just do it softly. It's like its butt. Why is that he butt? That he butt. It's an udder. Where is the butt?
Under her tail.
Under her tail is the butt. That's the butt. With the patty.
Now you don't pull, okay? And you don't squeeze. You do this.
And squeeze it. Oh!
Watch, see up here? You grab with just these 2 top fingers, like that, and then you squeeze down.
Mommy's the professional here. If I put the not the butt, it's the appendix.
Udder.
Udders,
Udder.
petites.
Wait, is this how you do it? You just
No, don't squeeze.
this how you do it? I'm gonna mash it more. I'm gonna mash the butt more. It's not the butt. You think it's the butt. It is the butt.
Okay, so busy day today. We did a lot of upgrades on the Homestead Honey's house.
Yeah.
So their milk station's a little bit more set. We showed you their little pen where we put the kids. We got their minerals back up, and you got to see the hay rack.
Yep.
But that was just part of it. The fun part, what was it, Wyatt?
The fun part was the milk.
The milk,
The
the
milk.
milking.
You like watching
Yeah, so you all got to see a little bit of the milking, Wyatt and Raylan.
And the fun part was watching.
So they got to try their hand at a little milking. That was fun. A little practice. We're gonna need a little bit more there. But we also gave them all their Mary herbs. Is that what it's called?
Nope, Molly's herbal dewormer.
And my hand,
So I don't know. Go ahead. What?
my hand's hurting from carrying that bucket.
Oh yeah. He helped me carry the minerals down.
I don't know how much you all heard me say about that, or if any of that got in while we were doing the goats, but Molly's herbal dewormer is an awesome, awesome thing. A lot of people swear by it and love it. It is not a treatment whatsoever, and our goats don't have that issue. It's a preventative. So, you know, if your goats are ate up with parasites and worms, then that would not help you. But if you want to prevent that and make their body less desirable of a host for that kind of thing, then that's what it's for. So that's what we're using it for. We're doing the kit. So you do a weekly treatment, or not treatment, you do a weekly dosage, and then the 6 to 8 weeks you do for the first 3 days. So that's what we're doing now, which is tons of fun with 14 goats.
I would say all but 2
Yeah.
are easy.
Yeah.
Elsa and Penny were not fans.
No, they were not. But we got it done. And
that's right.
They're good and healthy. They didn't hate it. They just don't like being held down.
Right, and kind of like Jen was saying, it's just a preventative. So if
Yeah.
you think about herbs like you smell them out of your pores if you eat too much of them or if you have too much of them. That's not a bad thing if you have a lot of them, but it just comes out of your pores and stuff. So that makes it a bad host for the worms and parasites and stuff like she was mentioning. So that's just a little more detail. I gave you all like 100 things today to go check down the description. So y'all better check the description for all this stuff because I promise I will remember and everything will be in there for you all to see down there.
Okay.
What about you all? Y'all got anything that y'all want to tell them?
Dolly loves me.
Dolly loves you. Dolly the dog.
Yeah.
Loves them.
And
Locked up. Ray, what'd you think about it, Princess?
Mommy Telly Katie.
Mommy, what?
Then now come out of the Oh, yeah.
Oh, she had stuff all over her hands?
No.
No? What?
No. The one where she got the thing out of her toe, is that what you're talking about?
Oh, well, okay.
Oh my goodness. TMI, Mommy got an ingrown toenail out. We was talking about
some things we don't have to tell you to.
Like ingrown toenails. We share all, but maybe they don't want to know about that. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Tomorrow, unfortunately, well, I don't even know what to say about it just yet.
Yeah.
Just wait till tomorrow. Why are you gonna get in the frame? You gonna stay over there out of it?
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
It was in there.
Tomorrow's video,
It's up in the air. We
Yeah.
don't know what's going on, but hang tight with it.
Daddy's.
yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. You're not gonna want to miss it. It's gonna be an interesting video. Why? What do they all need to go do?
Subscribe and
That's right.
leave a like.
Yeah, and they should probably leave us a comment too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And get on merch and share this video.
He's not asking for much.
Not asking for much, but seriously, we gave a lot of details. We know there was a lot of questions from that. Check the description. We'll have all that down in there, and then I'll try to pin a comment with some of the highlighted stuff.
Actually, Mommy the bell.
And ring the bell. The only thing that we missed. You're right.
And Mommy made merch on there.
I tried. I
Yeah.
was not
Yeah.
successful yet.
Yeah, we had a lot of designers hit us up after we kind of put up the call for it. So we'll be working, getting some more
Good
shirts
Yep.
and different stuff down there. We have that Teespring store right below the description.
Yep.
All right, y'all. We're gonna stop talking.
Okay,
All right, tell them. What do we say? We
see you in the next one.
no, we love you all.
I love you.
Until the next one.
Until the next one. Bye.
Bye. Ring the bell.